Okay, flyers and followers, what the hell's going on today? It has been greasy. The weather has been greasy. Very freaking greasy. It's friggin' horrible. But yeah, check it out today, guys. It is not looking too shabby. I don't know if you can tell from the clouds, but it's windy. Calling for a little bit of wind down in the valley, but we're gonna go see anyways. The sun's shining, that's a bonus. First time in 2 weeks. So yeah, let's go check it out, see what the heck's going on. And I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I've got a couple different ideas. Morning cows. Very simple people, cows are. But anyways, we're gonna go check it out, guys. I'm gonna save this battery, but welcome to the channel. And yeah, hopefully we'll get in the air and you guys will get to enjoy a little flight this morning. All right, we'll catch you out at the field. Well, guys, wet grass. Really, really, really wet grass. There's the Boson machine. I gotta tell you guys, this thing, when I first got it, I honestly wasn't too sure if I wanted the extra performance, but I can really tell you, honestly, with this wing, that the takeoffs in whatever conditions are fantastic with this glider. I mean, I'm not just blowing Dudek's whistle or anything, but this thing really does. They put shorter lines on it and it made a huge difference. I mean, don't get me wrong, my Nucleon launched pretty nice, but the old Boson machine here, man, I tell you what, this thing has got some really nice launch characteristics. Even laying it out in soaking wet grass, it doesn't really concern me at all. I think it's going to be a bumpy flight today too, just by watching the windsock for the last little bit here. It's definitely up and down and all over the place. So yeah, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, another thing I thought about this wing, the very first day I flew it, went over to, it was in Golden back home, went over to the Blaeberry Valley, and man, I encountered some really strange air. And I was kind of like, what the hell? This thing feels a little sketchy. But I talked to Troy about it after, and he said, oh no, he said it was really weird air. Even on the Nucleon, he said it was definitely a little strange. It was moving in all directions. So my first impression was I was kind of like, boy, this thing sure seems active even more than I thought it would be. But since then, flying it, I have had like quite a few little bumps here and there. And no, this thing's she's a ship. I definitely am very, very, very pleased with how this thing actually works. I don't know, it just seems to work. I haven't had anything on it that would give me pause at all. You know, it just has so many good traits, I find. Launchability is huge. Of course, as soon as I lay out and the wind dies. But like I was saying, guys, if you're a trike pilot, and I don't know what any other manufacturer has, but if you're a trike pilot and you feel like you need to be a little spicier, a little more playful of a wing, and still be something that's very, 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 very flyable, I would definitely look at the Dudek Boson. It glides better. I'm on the throttle lighter, So if I'm just cruising along the ground, it takes less energy to run along the ground. Takeoffs are shorter. They're not just, the wing doesn't just come up easier, but the takeoffs are shorter, which is fantastic, and it's noticeably shorter. Maneuverability is fantastic. This thing turns on a dime, and it feels safe. I mean, honestly, I fly this wing, and it's like being on the Nucleon with a little bit of spice added to it. I'd like to get it out in some rough weather as soon as that ever happens. Maybe that'll be today. And let you guys know what I think of that. But like I said, I've flown it in some really funky air. And Troy said it was super funky too on the Nucleon. And he said it felt really strange. Everything was just going every which way, and it didn't seem to be a problem at all. So if I flew that funky of air, and it was my first flight, and all I was a wee little bit, you know, going, oh, what's this all about? And since then, nothing, then it's pretty fantastic, I think. So yeah, if you're a trike pilot, you can have a spicier wing on a trike. I would highly recommend checking out the Boson from Dudek. We got a slight breeze, so I think we'll take it, guys. Some ask why, I ask why not. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely not smooth. Truth be known, it's a little bubbly. The old hole in the ground. Banging through some pretty good rough air right now. I would call it quite rough. I got her trimmed all the way out. Hammered by some pretty good turbulence, and she just sits there, man. Just sits there nice. this way down low. See if it has any more big bumps for us. Oh yeah, it's like way rougher on this side. Now I know why. The wind is actually coming from that way, and I'm getting rotor over that hill. So that means I'm actually flying in the rotor. Yeah, that's a little funky. So I think I'll make my approach farther out, but it's still going to be rough no matter what. Definitely the closer I get to that hill, the rougher it gets. And the farther I go this way, the smoother it gets. So I'm going to turn off to the north, in behind the higher part of the mountain, and I should get less rotor. Yeah, so now we're in behind the bigger part of the hill, and we're less affected. So really the wind I was taking off into is actually rotor wind. So it's the air, as it's curling around like this, it's blowing that way down low sometimes on the ground, and that's why we were taking off into that wind. I don't think it's really howling up there though, but it's funny when you learn, like, guys, pay attention, all you new guys. When you feel bumps, look at the terrain around you and try to figure out what it is that you're feeling. It might not be prevailing wind, it might be rotor, it might be thermals, but you know, there's always something. See, that's a little bubbly, and it's just rotor wind is what it is. So this is where the curling down part was probably, and then you get down, and that's why the windsock was kind of up and down, left and right, is just because of the fact that it's just rotor off of this hill to my left. So when you're flying in this stuff, if you have to, maintain really good control. Don't let go of your toggles. Be ready to flare or counter or whatever you might have to do. From the other side. No, it's too long. I'll do a go around. That was fun. Yeah, that Canadian dude, over and out. Remember, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button, and hit the bell for notifications of new videos, guys. I do this for fun, and I enjoy making videos, and yeah, hope everyone's doing good. Everybody take care, mask up, social distance, and let's get rid of this COVID horse shit, eh?